We're picking up where we left off yesterday. We had this interesting conversation between Chester and Harold about this book, and now Chester finally got Harold down there after he ate the chocolate-covered, creamy cake whatevers. I looked at the chair. Chester was ready sitting in it with a very large book open in front of him. I don't think there's going to be enough room for both of us, Chester, I said. Come on, you're wasting time. Just jump up here. I surveyed the scene carefully. I knew I would have to get a running start since there was just a tiny spot left for me and I would never be able to fit into it, and I pulled myself up slowly. Apparently, I was taking too long for Chester's liking. "Will you get up here?" he hissed. Okay, if that's what you want. I ran. I jumped in the chair, landing with a great kerplop. I bet you all can visualize what is going to happen. "Chester, where are you?" I cried. I couldn't see anything but the back of the chair. I'd forgotten to turn myself around. "I'm here, you great oaf." I turned my head. "What are you doing on the floor?" I asked. "You knocked me off the chair. Now just stay put. I'm coming back up." Oh my goodness. He got up on that chair and he knocked the cat off. I moved to the back of the chair and Chester landed on the front. "Now, let's see," he said. "We both have to see the book. You come over here and I'll move this way." I don't know if you've ever watched a cat try to decide where to sit, but it involves a lot of circling around, sitting, getting up again, circling some more, thinking about it, lying down, standing up, bathing a paw or a tail, and circling. A dog, on the other hand, sits. "This looks like a good spot," the dog will say to himself, and he'll lower his body to the spot in question, and is usually so secure in his decision that he will fall asleep immediately. Chester took what felt like 20 minutes to settle himself in, and just as I was drifting off, the kick started. "Come on, Harold, quit hogging the seat and wake up." "What were you trying to do? Take a little cat nap? Ha ha ha." I yawned. "Did you get it? The cat said take a little cat nap." Now that's an idiom. You don't take a cat nap, but what it means is just a little short nap. "Now," said Chester, turning to the book, "let's get down to brass tacks." "What exactly is on your mind?" I asked. "This book and that rabbit," Chester replied. "Now tell me, Harold, have you noticed anything funny about the rabbit?" "No," I said, "but I certainly noticed a lot of funny things about you recently. Think about it. The rabbit sleeps all day." "So do I. So do you. Furthermore, he's got funny little sharp teeth." "So do I. So do you," said the dog. "Furthermore, he gets in and out of his cage by himself." "What kind of rabbit can do that?" "A smart one," I said. "I can do it." "We're not talking about you, Harold. We're talking about the rabbit. Now, where did they find him?" "At a movie." "Yes, but what movie?" "Dracula." Ha 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 ha. I said. So, he said quickly. "Remember the notes around his neck. What language was it in?" "An obscure dialect of the Carpathian mountain region," I answered smugly. He didn't know everything. Now you're trying to keep track of these clues even though they're going back and forth. 1, he sleeps all day. 2, he can get in and out of his cage without any help. 3, he's got funny teeth. Now dogs have canines and cats have canines, but rabbits' teeth are flat because they're vegetarians. They only eat vegetables. I think the cat's trying to make the case that Buicula is... "Aha," Chester said. "But what area of the Carpathian mountain region?" "Area? What's an area?" I looked at him blankly. "Transylvania!" he cried triumphantly. "And that proves my point." "What point? What are we talking about?" "And don't forget the white tomato. That's the most important of all." "But what? This book," said Chester, disregarding me, "tells us just what we need to know." "What?" I practically screamed. "What does it tell us? What does this book have to do with Buicula? What are you talking about? What's going on here? I can't stand it anymore." Chester regarded me coolly. "You're really very excitable, Harold. That's not good for your blood pressure." I put my paw around his throat. "Tell me," I said in a low, threatening voice, "or I'll squeeze you till you pop." Okay, don't get upset. Now this book tells everything you've always wanted to know about vampires, but we're afraid to ask. Chester thinks he's a vampire? That's kind of scary. Now think of all the vampire movies that you know. How do we get rid of a vampire? Maybe some ideas have popped into your mind. Well, make your predictions and let's check it out tomorrow.